Quinn, the author of the Bridgerton novel series, is open to the idea of the Netflix show featuring an LGBTQ plus protagonist as lead during one of its next seasons. Even though Bridgerton features out gay actor Jonathan Bailey, the dreamy, by the way, Jonathan Bailey, in one of the story's main roles, he plays a straight character who gets married to a woman in season 2. Alas, there have been hints that the TV show features LGBTQ plus characters among them, which could lead to one of those individuals becoming the leading character or protagonist in their own season of the Bridgerton in the future. So, question number 3, with a Bacardi shot, I'd swallow that. I love the 18th century. If it in the new Bridgerton features a lead character that is LGBTQ plus.
Oh, sure.
It's a requirement.
I love it.
Or is it not? No. To love Bridgerton. It is. Okay, we all drank to that.
Yeah. Bridgerton is just wonderful television, especially if you like period television. And I actually, period. And, but I think it's interesting though, because this is over, especially like British culture things, this is actually becoming a new wave of exploring the queer side of things. There's even a movie coming out where they're going to talk about King James and his lover and things like that. So it's part of this new narrative where they're not afraid to talk about it anymore, which I think Bridgerton's a perfect place because it's a very mainstream show.
You know, in interesting vein to the observation you just made of what's driving the potential of storylines like this. We talked at Queer News Tonight this week about both the Golden Globes, but especially Critics' Choice. The gay storylines, the gay and LGBT actors are just cleaning up.
Oh, yes.
The Golden Globes were as gay as anything that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And the Critics' Choice, I mean, just across the board. And I asked when we were talking about it at Queer News Tonight, what's going on here? And a very interesting observation of discussion focused on the fact that we're no longer sidekick stories.
Yes.
And that we're moving to front and center of being the story. And that's why the quality of television and film related to LGBT is improving so much. Do you all agree with that?
Yeah, and Al, I said that I use the example of trans people on TV. Trans people were on TV back in the 90s.
That's true.
But the way we were on TV, we were made a mockery of. Like, is it a man? Is it a woman? You know, Jerry Springer type TV. Now, with the authentic stories out there, I think people, any story, if it's authentic, people relate to it. Yes.
That's an interesting observation.
And I think it starts at further up the chain. I mean, we talked about Ryan Murphy's acceptance speech at the Golden Globes, but he became a bigwig in Hollywood and gained his influence and then was able to empower queer actors and minority actors, which I really think makes a big difference.
And don't you think it might be the world's way of showing support for our community?
Well, absolutely. And so I normally never a fan of anything 1800s, and that was never good for my people. But I love the fact, you know, again, anything that we can queer up, you know, and giving our people, you know, those gay folks, gay for pay, you know, pay for straight, opportunity to show that we're more than one dimensional. We can do it all. We can do and plus. And think about this on a historical level. Imagine those people they looked up to were actually true gay folks that they did not want to recognize, and now their stories are finally being told, and they have to now swallow that and accept that that's a real thing.
I have a friend that we binge Bridgerton when it comes out, and his favorite character, and please forgive me because I can't remember the name of the character, but it's the black woman, and first off, probably not historically correct.
Probably not.
Don't say.
Right? You think? But you love it because she cocks her head and she has a twinkle in her eye of going, I'm the only one that really knows what's going on. It is fabulous.
Can we talk about the fine black man that was on last season? Reggae Gene, I think.
Yes.
That's who I want to talk about.
Possibly James Bond.
Have you met my friend Elimination?
Yes.
This is my baby.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Lara are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ+ community.